that's on everyone's mind. Artificial intelligence. Is it the key to a utopian future, or a Pandora's box we shouldn't open? Let's break down the pros and cons. First, the pros. AI is a powerhouse for efficiency and innovation. In healthcare, it's helping doctors diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately than ever before. Think about it. AI algorithms can analyze medical scans and spot tiny anomalies the human eye might miss. In our daily lives, AI powers everything from personalized recommendations on our apps that help us beat traffic. It automates repetitive tasks in manufacturing and logistics, freeing up humans to focus on more creative and strategic work. The potential for scientific breakthroughs from climate change solutions to new materials is absolutely immense. But of course, there's another side to this story. One of the biggest concerns is job displacement. As AI gets smarter, many jobs, especially those involving routine tasks, could be automated, leading to significant economic disruption. Then there's the issue of bias. AI systems learn from data, and if that data reflects existing societal biases, the AI will learn and even amplify them. This could lead to unfair outcomes in things like loan applications or hiring processes. And we can't ignore the ethical questions. How do we ensure that autonomous systems, like self-driving cars, make the right moral choices in complex situations? Who is responsible when an AI makes a mistake? These are tough questions without easy answers. Finally, there's the concern about privacy and security. AI systems often require massive amounts of data to function, raising huge questions about how our personal information is collected, used, and protected. A powerful AI in the wrong hands could become a formidable tool for surveillance or cyber attacks. So, where does that leave us? AI is not inherently good or bad. It's a powerful tool, and its impact depends entirely on how we choose to develop and use it. The key is to move forward with caution, emphasizing responsible development, strong ethical guidelines, and public conversation. We need to ensure that as we build this incredible technology, we're also building a future that's fair, equitable, and beneficial for all of humanity. What are your big...
Docx, editing. We've all seen the headlines about AI, both the good and bad. Regardless of what you think of the risks of using AI, no one can dispute that it's here to stay. Businesses of all sizes have found great benefits from utilizing AI, and consumers across the globe use it in their daily lives. But even people who are excited about AI can ask the question, what exactly are the advantages and disadvantages of using it? In this article, we'll discuss the major benefits and drawbacks of adopting AI, both in everyday life and in business. We'll also talk through some use cases for AI, to give you an idea of how AI can help in your life. In this article we'll cover Link 1. What is artificial intelligence? Link 2. What are the advantages and disadvantages of AI? Link A. Advantages. Link B. Disadvantages. Link 3. Use cases for AI. Link 4. Implementing AI. What is artificial intelligence? Link Artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science dedicated to creating computers and programs that can replicate human thinking. Some AI programs can learn from their past by analyzing complex sets of data and improve their performance without the help of humans to refine their programming. As AI has boomed in recent years, it's become commonplace in both business and everyday life. People use AI every day to make their lives easier interacting with AI-powered virtual assistants or programs. Companies use AI to streamline their production processes, project gains and losses, and predict when maintenance will have to occur. Link Learn more about artificial intelligence. What are the advantages and disadvantages of AI? There are always pros and cons to any technological advancement. There is a ton of debate about the benefits and risks of AI at every level. But beyond The headlines that either peddle hype or fear. What does AI do? The advantages range from streamlining, saving time, eliminating biases, and automating repetitive tasks, just to name a few. The disadvantages are things like costly implementation, potential human job loss, and lack of emotion and creativity. So where do we net out? Advantages of AI. Everyone knows that AI gives businesses an edge. The open state of AI. Selection deleted. AI. Report 4 says that all businesses have a critical need to adopt AI and ML in their models or risk being left behind. Companies increasingly utilize AI to streamline their internal processes, as well as some customer-facing processes and window. Effects of AI.docx, Word, product activation failed, window, effects of data acquisition and analysis. When it comes to processing data, the scale of data generated far exceeds the human capacity to understand and analyze it. AI algorithms can help process higher volumes of complex data, making it usable for analysis. Discover the advantage of AI-powered insights in the flow of work. Introducing Tableau Pulse. Disadvantages of artificial intelligence. With all the advantages listed above, it can seem like a no-brainer to adopt AI for your business immediately. But it's also prudent to carefully consider the potential disadvantages of making such a drastic change. Adopting AI has a myriad of benefits, but the disadvantages include things like the cost of implementation and degradation over time. Costly implementation. The biggest and most obvious drawback of implementing AI is that its development can be extremely costly, depending on what exactly you need AI to do. The cost changes. One estimate says that the cost for a fully implemented AI solution for most businesses ranged from $20,000 to well in the millions. The cost balances out later on down the line once the AI is fully implemented and can help streamline the workflow. But the upfront cost can be intimidating, if not prohibitive. Lack of emotion and creativity. The next disadvantage of AI is that it lacks the human ability to use emotion and creativity in decisions. The lack of creativity means AI can't create new solutions to problems or excel in any overly artistic field. One scientific paper posited that at the present stage of AI development, it can be programmed to create novel ideas, but not original ones. This paper posits that until AI can create original and unexpected ideas, it won't overtake humans in the ability to be creative, which means it will be hindered in its decision-making. If a company is looking for a new or creative solution to a problem, humans are better capable of providing that solution. When making sensitive decisions, humans inherently consider the emotional ramifications. AI doesn't have that ability, making only the most optimal decision based on the parameters with which it has been provided. regardless of the emotional impact. Even AI that has been programmed to read and understand human emotion falls short. Link: in this study, the AI more often assigned negative emotions to people of races other than white. This would mean that an AI tasked with making decisions based on this data would give racially biased results that further increase inequality. Compassion and kindness are both inherently human traits, but cannot be programmed into even the best AI. Degradation. docx, word, product activation fail, screen rig window. Effects. Lack of emotion and creativity. The next disadvantage of AI is that it lacks the human ability to use emotion. And creativity in decisions. The lack of creativity means AI can't create new solutions to problems or excel in any overly artistic field. One scientific paper posited that at the present stage of AI development, it can be programmed to create novel ideas, but not original ones. This paper posits that until AI can create original and unexpected ideas, it won't overtake humans in the ability to be creative, which means it will be hindered in its decision-making. If a company is looking for a new or creative solution to a problem, humans are better capable of providing that solution. When making sensitive decisions, humans inherently consider the emotional ramifications. AI doesn't have that ability, making only the most optimal decision based on the parameters with which it has been provided, regardless of the emotional impact. Even AI that has been programmed to read and understand human emotion falls short. Link: in this study, the AI more often assigned negative emotions to people of selected race. Product activation failed, window, effects of AI.docx, editing. Compassion and kindness are both inherently human traits, but cannot be programmed into even the best AI. Degradation. This may not be as obvious of a downside as the ones cited above, but machines generally degrade over time. For example, if AI is installed into a machine on an assembly line, eventually the parts of the machine will start to wear. And unless the AI has a self-repairing function, it will eventually break. Likewise, the AI itself can become outdated if not trained to learn and regularly evaluated by human data scientists. The model and training data used to create the AI will eventually be old and outdated, meaning that the AI trained will also be unless retrained or programmed to learn and improve on its own. No improvement with experience. Similarly to the point above, AI can't naturally learn from its own experience and mistakes. Humans do this by nature, trying not to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. However, creating an AI that can learn on its own is both extremely difficult and quite expensive. There are AIs that can learn, of course. Perhaps the most notable example of this would be the program AlphaGo, developed by Google, which Link taught itself to play Link Go and within 3 days started inventing new strategies that humans hadn't yet thought of. But without the programming to learn on its own, AI will need human-selected intervention to help it improve over time. Reduced jobs for humans. This is yet another disadvantage many people know immediately, thanks to many headlines over the years. As AI becomes more commonplace at companies, it may decrease available jobs, since AI can easily handle selected, repetitive tasks that were previously done by workers. Now, many reports show that AI will likely create just as many new jobs as it makes obsolete, if not more. But then you run into the problem of having to train humans on these new jobs, or leaving workers behind with the surge in technology. Ethical problems. The rapid creation and implementation of AI led to a myriad of ethical questions about its use and continued growth. One of the most common ethical selected problems people cite is concerns around consumer data privacy. The selected persistence of data poses many problems for the informed consent of the humans to whom the data belongs. Not to mention, since AI is good at recognizing patterns, it can gather data on people even without direct access to personal information. So the question is, how do we protect consumer privacy with the rapid evolution of AI? Other ethical problems range from the unemployment question, to legal article responsibility, and more. Learn more about the ethics of using AI in this article. Use cases for AI. There are dozens of possible examples of AI in business. We talked above about the uses of AI in helping to automate repetitive tasks, freeing up human workers for more complex tasks. Some other use cases include early diagnosis of diseases, effects of RE.docx, Word, product activation failed, Windows, patterns and data to predict when / how a patient is likely to develop a specific disease. Virtual assistant chatbots in customer service can handle simple and common requests, and help route requests to human resources for more complex tasks. These also help to provide support during off hours and weekends. Early detection of fraud in financial institutions. The AI analyzes patterns around fraud to catch it as early as possible, and prevent it from happening entirely. Creation of predictive analysis to help a business project. Possibilities for their future, helping to prevent poor decisions and support strong ones. Implementing AI. It's important for businesses to know the disadvantages inherent in using AI, however it is equally as important to move forward with utilizing AI. Knowing the disadvantages will help the deployer to solve these problems, allowing for a better, more efficient and ethical use of AI in the workplace. Ready to use AI in your business? Learn how Tableau uses AI analytics to equip our users with the best possible data, allowing them to make informed decisions about their business.